Hey everyone, this reading is for Capricorns for the month of May 2017. I hope everybody's doing alright. We're in Taurus season here, so this is the season to be working on home, family, beauty, health, getting new health regimens in place, really working on ourselves, cleansing ourselves, conditioning. Alright, so I'm going to do a little bit of a different spread here. It's a little more informative. We're going to try to cover relationships, work, and home. And of course, everything kind of intertwines with each other, you know? Like your relationships affect your home life, they affect your work life. So we're going to really try to see what we can get through here. I apologize for the camera shaking. I'm having technology issues. Of course, it's a Mercury retrograde. I got Virgo rising, strong Gemini in my chart as well. So I'm using my cell phone. Mercury retrograde really affects me, so my speech might be I have a hard time conveying what I need to say during this time. And when I do these readings, I get a lot of energy, so I also get really fidgety. And because I'm doing it on my cell phone, the camera might move, so I apologize for that. But I'm looking into getting a camera because I do have that Virgo rising. It's not just a simple task of me purchasing something. It's like it's a big ordeal. I gotta research everything. I gotta research what I'm researching, and I gotta look at different cameras. It's a whole process. But hopefully I'll have one by next month. I just gotta finish the researching for it. So let's get into it here. For relationships, we have how you're feeling is the Knight of Cups. This is a great energy. You guys are feeling quite emotionally content, happy. This could also be saying a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Not necessarily has to be them. It's just a person taking on the energy. So we're focusing on you. This is about self. I try to keep my channel about self, you know. So this is how you're feeling is what the cards are telling me. Anything you need to be aware of would be the Wheel of Fortune. So this is opportunity coming in, a new cycle starting, some sort of turn happening in your relationship. For some of you guys, this is like a new stability materialistically. So we're talking some sort of like a foundation being built, a new phase in your relationship of some sort of structure. So you might be moving in together. You might be talking about the future aspect of your relationship, children, discussing if you guys want that. So it's some sort of new phase in the relationship. It's a good phase. It's a really good phase. Let's flip a card. What not to do. Well, this is interesting. This is Temperance. So how do we translate that into what not to do? Well, I'm going to say what not to do would have to be, this is a stumper, you guys. Well, what not to do is pretend. Okay, so what not to do is the give and take needs to be equal here. So what not to do is to give more than you're receiving and also take more than what you're giving. Does that make sense to you guys? There has to be an equal exchange in order for this new cycle to happen, because these are energies that are coming forward for you guys. So they haven't happened yet. They're opportunities for you. And an opportunity comes and goes. It's whether or not you take it, right? So this is saying that definitely there has to be the balance between the two of you guys. So you have to take charge of this. This is a new cycle that's going to start if you choose to take on the energies. It's underneath the Knight of Pentacles, which would imply materialistically you can't be taking more than what you're given. You know what I mean? Like, stop. There needs to be more emotions, and stop focusing on the material aspect of it, the emotional part of it. You know, you might be concerned about purchasing homes and stuff like that, and really right now what needs to happen is focusing on the relationship itself, ensuring that there's a proper stable foundation. The proper give and take is there. I've told everybody, and I'm going to tell everybody in the videos about because I can't, these videos are, I'm just giving you information, and I can't give you all the information that I know about, right? So it's easier for me to let you explore yourselves, and you have your own minds to come to your own opinions, you know what I mean? But this has been coming strongly through in everybody's reading, is conditioning, which is also here, because temperance, it's the balance, right? So there is a YouTube channel called The School of Life, and they have a lot of stuff in there about relationships. They also have philosophy, psychology. I would recommend the psychology section for those that have children. That would be highly beneficial for you, and that's coming through here. But if you, there's like little 10-minute Timbit videos there about relationships, and if you watch those, that could really help you. And I mean, this is all up to you guys. I can't do the work for you, right? Like, I've seen those videos. I've watched them like quite a few times, 3 or 4 times, probably the whole channel, all of the videos. I love information. What can I say? You know, I got that Virgo rising. I also got an Aquarius, Mars and Venus, so I'm a little bit of a mad scientist, you know what I mean? I study science and philosophy and history, and I'm not really one to stick to one path, you know what I mean? I believe in different perspectives, you know, because with every different perspective you learn, you now have the ability to create a new solution, you know what I mean? And that the School of Life will teach you that. That channel will teach you, it'll make you realize things in the relationship, even about yourself. This is all about self. We have to focus on self. In order to create change, we need to have a healthy mind. And our mind, once we change our thought process, you know, then we're able to change our surroundings. But it has to start inwardly. It's not going to change outwardly if we don't change inwardly first. You know, I mean, you can change your relationship, you can change where you live. The same circumstances are just going to keep replaying itself over and over again if we still have the same mindset. So our mindset needs to change. You know what I mean? We need to make those changes in order to make the physical change. So there's a sense of emotions need to be expressed more rather than focusing on the material aspect. Alchemy. We got to create alchemy here, right? If you want the material aspect, you create the emotional first. Getting the emotional aspect of that relationship on a new healthy cycle and track, so you can create the best physical healthy relationship that you can. You know, that's what's coming through there. So what do we have for work? For work, we have, you guys are feeling quite burdened. It's the 10 of Wands, but this is a 10, so it's a completion, right? The end of a cycle. You're getting some sort of, for those of you looking for a job without work, you're getting a new offer. What's going to help you in this offer, what you need to be aware of, is the loss that you had previously. So if you lost a job, this is going to give you a new opportunity. So you got the Sun here, lovers, you got a choice that you're going to make with work, I believe. Some of you might even get a new promotion at work. So if you've been feeling burdensome at work, or there's a new opportunity, definitely look into it. Let's see. Yeah, what not to do with the 5 of Swords here. This is about honor, right? Like, if you look at this card, this is a samurai. I picture the samurai, you know, like, and what do when they're in a battle and they know that they're about to be defeated? They'll kill themselves. They take out, you see it, like you can see it right here. This guy takes out the sword and he kills himself. He sacrifices himself, right? Out of pride, right? There's a pride issue here. Like, don't be prideful, it's saying, you know, like, if you have to, there's nothing wrong with asking for a helping hand, and that honestly might be what you need, is to really start reaching out to your friends and stuff like that. Don't self-sabotage. You got to get your mind right. It's saying, this is all about your mind. You need, the law of attraction, you know what I mean? Like, I believe in energy is what I believe in, you know, and, if you have the wrong mindset, energy-wise, you're attracting negativity. All right, Capricorns can get stuck into this mindset, right? And it's not their fault. They have Saturn there. It's suppression. You guys feel suppressed all the time. You know what I mean? So these cards are saying that you need to physically, in the material realm, you need to get rid of, and emotionally, the suppression that you're feeling. Yeah, with the Sun and the Lovers here, this is your choice. If you get rid of that, then you're going to be quite happy. It's really going to affect your life in a positive way. The School of Life, check it out. It's highly beneficial. So what do we have here for home? You have the 3 of Cups. So Capricorns, there's, for some of you guys, need to really, with the Three of Cups, that's a wonderful card, that's celebration and everything, but it's the overall energy you're feeling for the whole month. So with that being said, and that placement, there's a sense of not overindulge in drinking, right? Like, if you're a drinker, you can't be doing that all month. You got to do that in moderation. You know, if you may be over drinking. What is the rule for drinking, actually? A friend took a course for the casino. It was for a casino, and it was saying that, and the best way to become a master of what you're doing usually is to teach another person. So, like, she was teaching me what she learns in order for her to retain the information better. And what she was telling me was that if a person's having more than 3 drinks a day and drinking more than 5 times, or 5 days out of the week, then they have an issue with drinking. So keep that in mind. Moderation. You really got to get into moderation here. This is Taurus season. Time to work on yourselves, you know, and get rid of conditioning. With the sun here, what you need to be aware of is the sun. So you have a lot of protection at home. You have a lot of hope and renewal, I think. Some positive change. Maybe even visitors are coming. Family get-togethers, barbecues, children. This is about children. Your children, if you have children, are really going to bring some joy into your life. You're going to be quite proud of them. You might celebrate. If they have some sort of, even if it's a small accomplishment, celebrate it. It's saying celebrate it. Really encourage them, you know, like for their passions. The helpful influences is the lovers. So this is expressing love, Capricorn. Don't be shy about expressing your love for your family. Your family really needs it. It's saying that they really need it. They really need you guys to push them. I think there's a sense of pushing them, encouraging them. You know, Capricorns, you guys your opinions are highly valued. You know what I mean? And my dad's a Capricorn. Sometimes, you guys, I'm not even gonna lie, I'm a Sagittarius, so I'm quite optimistic, but sometimes you guys can burst people's bubbles, and it's not that, please don't get mad, I mean this in the nicest way, it's not that you burst their bubbles, and you guys are so intelligent, and you know how to do things, you're ruled by Saturn, so, I mean, there's order and structure to things, and when a person comes all, like, enthusiastic about something towards you, you get all literal with them and explain to them, like, okay, well, yeah, but then there's this and that, and then there's this, and then that, and then this, and then, you know, like, it can become, and I have a Virgo rising, okay, so this is why it affects me more. It becomes overwhelming for the other person because, like I said, I have a Virgo rising, I get quite caught up in the details. So when a Capricorn starts given me the necessary steps and considerations, things to consider, it gets overwhelming for me, because then at that point, as a Virgo, there's so much detail already that I'm thinking about, but then Capricorn just handed me like a shovel of dirt, and each one of those little grains of dirt is a detail that I have to now look into, so it can kind of like bring the person down a little bit. This is saying being encouraging. So like if you're gonna give that criticism, try to do it in a more optimistic way, and your family really needs that. I think some of your family, like I was just describing about the detail, they might be stuck in that situation. So like Capricorns, your guys' opinions matter, they're valid, and you guys are usually right, you know, majority of the time you're right, you know, like there's validation to what you're saying. Perhaps just change the approach you're saying it, and it could bring some great abundance to your family. What not to do is 6 of Cups. Okay, so this is not reminiscing on the past. Okay, so whatever happened in the past is the past. Let it go, right? Nostalgia. Like, stop. This is also saying childhood conditioning. Again, that's coming through. Everybody's reading is getting this. I don't know why. So with the School of Life, look in the psychology section. There's a few psychologies there that talk about children. Childhood condition is coming up, definitely. You got the kids here. You have lovers, which, you know, represents parents. Nostalgia, children, past. Don't get caught up in the nostalgia. Really work through those conditionings. 3 of Swords. yeah, what to be aware of. It's definitely that past loss is going to put you in a new position, new opportunity, new passion, new job that's going to be quite balanced for you guys. This is also in this reading. You guys don't sell yourself short. I think Capricorns do that a lot. You guys, like I said, you're quite intelligent, you're quite smart. You know, you guys are like the directors in life, great managers. You guys consider all options, you know what I mean? You do consider people's emotions. They might not see that, but you do consider their emotions. You don't express it. You're very balanced people. You might take longer to express that, but it's because you're considering all the options. So, I mean, some of you guys really need to see the value in yourself and go out there and go for those manager positions. Look, that's coming through here. You guys are the ones that are best suited for those positions. And you really do treat people with fairness, you know, like, you're quite giving, but you're the best at it. You know the fine line and boundaries, you know. But these cards are saying that you really need to value your intelligence, and you have a lot to offer. Don't sell yourself short. Really reach beyond your limitation. Don't limit yourself is what it's saying. Alright, you guys, I hope this helped you out. I'm definitely coming back with monthlies. I don't know if I can do mid-months. I got a lot going on, trying to get things organized. But I will try to do possibly another weekly at some point for you guys, just to give a little more information for some of you that might be not able to control the energies at hand and want a little more advice. Just be a little patient with me with this channel. Definitely will have the monthlies out. I'm trying to get organized, try to change, you know, conditioning in myself and establish new foundations, getting myself physically healthy and on track, and getting my mind healthy and on track. Alright, you guys. Ciao. Have a good month. Talk to you soon.